Lucia morning in Sweden. It is December 12th in Sweden. Snow is piling up outside the Svensson house. The three Svensson children are excited because this is their favorite time of year. Hey, Mama, it smells like Christmas. What are you baking? Your favorite, Carl. Pepparkakor. Tomorrow is a special day. Do you know why? Says Mama. I think I know. If you're making pepparkakor, it's almost Christmas, and tomorrow's December 13th. That's Lucia Day. That's right. In Sweden, Lucia Day means Christmas is getting close. So there it is, December 12th, and St. Lucia Day is on December 13th. Sophie and Louise will be coming in soon. Can you help me get ready to make the lasacator buns? Sure, Mama. Do you remember what we need? I know they have raisins and something that makes them yellow, says Carl. Very good. A spice called saffron makes them yellow, and it makes the buns smell good, too. Lucia Day is tomorrow, girls, so get your jackets and boots off. You can help us. You can bake the buns while I go out and pick the lingonberry leaves for Sophie's Lucia crown. Mama, I want to be Lucia, too, Louise whines. You were Lucia last year. I know you'll make a perfect attendant this time. And Carl will be a wonderful star boy. So we're about to find out what they're talking about in a minute. This dough is yummy, says Carl, licking his fingers. Don't eat it, shrieks Sophie. We need it for tomorrow, says Louise. Carl, you just take care of the raisins. Sophie and I will make the buns. So they're making some special Swedish treats to make for St. Lucia Day. Papa's home. Hey, everybody. It sure smells like Christmas. Can I try a lasacator bun? Nah, Papa, they're for tomorrow. Okay, I'll wait. Mama says, what are you laughing at? Is Papa making funny faces behind my back again? Remember, your children have to hurry and have supper now so you can get to bed early. What's he doing? Yeah, he's sneaking one of those buns. Off you go. Papa and I will be in to say goodnight. We can't wait for tomorrow, says Sophie. I'm going to sleep with my Star Boy hat on. So they dress as Star Boys in St. Lucia on St. Lucia Day. You can't do that, Louise teases Carl. Your head will get pointed. Oh, I love Lucia Day. I remember how happy I was to be Lucia when I was young. But now we have a lot of work to do. Can you go iron the gowns and Carl's shirt while I finish the Lucia crown? Sure, I'd love to help. So they're making their costumes. Wake up, Sophie, wake up. Louise, wake up, Carl. Is it Lucia time already? Yes, it's December 13th, Lucia Day. Time to wake up, Papa. Oh, dear. What happened to all the pepparkakor? There are only 2 left. Uh-oh. Look what he was doing. He snuck down there and he ate some. We don't know, say Sophie and Louise. Do you know where the pepparkakor are, Carl? Maybe Tom or the cat or the dog ate them. Please tell me. I won't punish you, but we do need to find the cookies. I put some in my Star Boy hat so they would be ready to give to Papa, and now they're all broken. Never mind, Carl. We can eat the crumbs, but next year don't put them in your hat. So he put them in his hat, and they all fell to crumbs. Sophie, you first, then Louise, and then Carl. So they're going to go wake up their Papa with some treats. And look, they're dressed up. So she's St. Lucia, wearing candles on a wreath on her head. And this girl is the attendant, and he's the Star Boy. Stop hitting me, Carl. I'll tell Papa what you did with the pepparkakor, says Louise. Oh, you are such good singers, and the Lucia buns are wonderful, and I love the pepparkakor crumbs. Why don't you have some, says Papa. Has Mama made some hot chocolate for you? Shall we go to Grandma Gunhild and Grandpa Axel with pepparkakor and lasacator? Yeah, the children yell. I'm going to teach Teddy the Lucia song, says Carl. Teddy's can't talk, says Sophie. My Teddy can. So they're singing some songs. Shh, we want to surprise Grandma and Grandpa. Are you ready? Mama asked softly. Okay, we're ready. Do you remember the words? Sophie asks Louise and Carl. I'll copy you, Carl whispers back. Papa rings the doorbell. Grandma peeks through the peephole, like that's what she sees in the peephole, unlocks the door and tiptoes back to bed. Sancta Lucia, Sancta Lucia, the children sing. Grandpa is surprised and happy. Oh, you children must have practiced a lot. You sound so good, and what wonderful bakers you are. Delicious, especially the crumbs. Children, asked Grandpa, do you know why we celebrate Lucia Day? No, why, Grandpa? When I was a child, I was told Lucia was a saint, a very good person who brought food to the hungry people. So that's what she did. She brought food to the hungry people in Sweden during the longest, darkest winter night, a long time ago. That's right, says Grandma. Saint Lucia wore a crown with candles to brighten the dark days in Sweden. So were you wondering why she wore a crown with candles on it? Because it was so dark. That's how she saw her way, because her hands were full with all the food she was giving the poor people. So she couldn't carry a candle in her hand. So she put a wreath on her head and put candles on her wreath. And that's how it lit the way. Yes. Now we bake the Laxator Lucia buns and give them to other people to remind us to be good like Lucia. Speaking of that, let's give some to our new neighbors. They just moved to Sweden from another country, and they probably don't know about Lucia Day. Yes, let's give them some peppercorn and lucicator, Louise says. Thank you so much for doing this, says the neighbor. This is such a nice time, and the children love it. The buns and cookies are delicious. And I made the crumbs, said Carl proudly. Stuck them in his hat. It's almost time for school. You better get ready for the big Lucia performance for your teachers, says Mama. Okay, they say, and kiss their grandparents goodbye. Toss a micket, says Grandma and Grandpa. Next year I'll be Lucia, says Louise to Sophie. So there they are at school doing their St. Lucia performance. Well, Mama says, it looks like Lucia Day is over. You had such a big day, and you were all wonderful. Put your gowns in the laundry room. Oh, we are so tired, says Sophie. Just have a little supper and go to bed. Okay, so I'm going to read you the story of St. Lucia real quick. It's just right here, so I'm going to read it out loud. The story of Lucia, the symbol of light amid the darkness for Sweden, has many different versions. Although her feast day is December 13th, she was born far away in Italy, actually, in the 3rd century A.D. It's said she became a Christian after seeing her mother miraculously healed. All right, so the story of Lucia came to be such an important part of Swedish culture is somewhat of a mystery. So she fed the poor whenever it came really dark and they had a famine. Do you know what a famine is? That's when people couldn't find food, so they were going hungry. They say she wore a wreath in her hair, crowned with the ring of lighted, and to this day, December 13th is one of the high points of the Christmas season. Early in the morning, December 13th, the oldest daughter in the family in Sweden, so if you're the oldest daughter in your family, you would be dressed up as Lucia, wearing a long white gown sashed in red with a wreath of lingonberry leaves on her hair. Candles, now they usually run on batteries, they don't actually walk around with candles on their head, are set in the wreath. Her sisters wear white gowns with tinsel in their hair and around their waists. And all the boys in the family wear tall, pointed hats with stars on them. The star boys traditionally are associated with the 3 wise men. The children awaken their parents and offer them coffee, buns called laskator, and ginger snaps called peppercorn. Lucia programs are also held in schools, just like they did. So that's what they celebrate on December 13th. So yesterday in Sweden was a really busy day. They had a busy, busy day. So we'll talk more about Christmas in